3, 2, 1.
How to travel to Mars. How would you do this? The answer is A, in a space shuttle. Who did some early Dominican followers have trouble reconciling? The answer is A, female Dominican houses. First performed in 1938 and commonly considered one of the saddest of all classical works, who composed Adagio for strings. It was used in the 1986 film Platoon. The answer is C, Samuel Barber. Which knight at Leeds-born fixer died in October 2011? The answer is C, Sir Jimmy Savile. Who wrote a work that described European history until the dawn of the age of the longest-serving monarch in European history? The answer is A, Voltaire. In 1966, which scientist was asked to contribute an interview to a proposed introduction to the film 2001, A Space Odyssey? He wasn't offered billions and billions though. The answer is C, Carl Sagan. What was the date of the Battle of Marengo? The answer is B, June 14. Which World War II event of May 1943 was called Operation Chastise? The answer is D, Dambuster's Raid. The famed Dead Sea Scrolls, which contain ancient scriptures from the Hebrew Bible, were written by which ancient people? The answer is A, Essenes. What member of the country music group Black Hawk plays guitar and also helped write the song Days of America? The answer is C, Henry Paul. When was the ability to use radioactive isotopes to date rock formations developed? The answer is C, at the beginning of the 20th century. What may Wilson be doing right now? The answer is D, giving a speech. How much did Yao Ming donate? The answer is D, $214,000 and $71,000. What accounts for the geometry involved in the use of an antenna? The answer is D, inverse square law. What ingredient causes a can of cola to sink in water, whereas a can of Diet Cola floats? The answer is A, sugar. What is produced in a ginnery? The answer is B, cotton. Who ruled Tibet from 640–650 CE? The answer is D, Songtsen Gampo. Which of the letters makes the case for feeling and emotion? The answer is A, Kempton's letters. Which King of England was married to Anne of Bohemia? The answer is B, Richard Roman II. Electrons in inner shells are called what? The answer is B, core electrons. What could have happened here? The answer is D, a student was late for an exam. What is an example of an extreme form of fear? The answer is D, terror. What may be the reason for her reaction? The answer is A, I sleep with a lot of women. Why did the Evangelical Lutheran Church add this memorial to the calendar? The answer is D, in response to global requests. Where was the only work outside of St. Helena located? The answer is A, Falkland Islands and Ascension Island. What is this passage mostly from? The answer is A, a reading from Twilight. England played against countries besides the home nations for the first time in what year? The answer is A, 1908. In March 1967, which English football team became the first third division club to win the League Cup? The answer is B, Queen's Park Rangers. In 2015, Serbia banned what until after 11 p.m.? The answer is C, reality TV. Fealibig is a traditional Scottish word for? The answer is D, kills. Which religion will have the most followers by the year 2050 if trends continue? The answer is B, Christianity. By what one-word name is Portuguese footballer Luis Carlos Almeida da Cunha known? The answer is B, nanny. The zoospores develop into haploid multicellular male and female gametophytes, which produce. The answer is C, gametes. What railroad was disowned by Henry Flagler? The answer is C, Florida East Coast Railway. What may be the reason for the person's arrest? The answer is C, they were protesting at the convention. What decade saw the victories of Joan of Arc? The answer is B, 1420s. What happened to the dikes the Aztecs built? The answer is C, destroyed during the siege of Tenochtitlan. What two things are associated with a greater risk of symptoms from pH phthalates? The answer is B, smoking during pregnancy and after delivery. In Lazarus' view, what could the cognitive activity be if it was not conscious? The answer is D, unconscious. Are Annie Zlamich and Grace Slick the same nationality? The answer is B, no. Which one-hit wonders topped the UK charts in 1976 with Mississippi? The answer is D, Pussycat. What would be the occupation of a member of the trade union BALPA? The answer is A, British Airline Pilots Association. Which spirit is the characteristic ingredient of Planters Punch? The answer is A, rum. Who became the first Eritrean to ride the Vuelta a España in 2012? The answer is A, Daniel Teklehaimanot. In what city did Bruce Lee grow up? The answer is A, Hong Kong. The American patriot Paul Revere was named for his father, whose original name was what? The answer is C, Apollos Rivoire. What fraction of the Quran deals with emetology? The answer is C, 1/3. The Mohs scale measures what? The answer is A, hardness of minerals. Traditionally, athletes from which country lead the parade at the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games? The answer is B, Greece. In Greek mythology, what was left in Pandora's box after the rest of the contents had been released?